So welcome back, all my friends from Poomsae channel. We have a special guest today. He is from UK. Is Master Ajay, and Master Ajay on the last national competition have been smashed in all categories. Is that right, Master Ajay?
Master Karuna, that's right. I would like to say hello to all the viewers. Yes, so I competed in national in 3 categories: individual, pair, and team. And yes, I got 3 gold medals in all categories.
Amazing, amazing. I didn't have the chance to check all your performance because I was judging in another court, in a different court. Opportunity to watch your performance in between. It was really amazing. From my point of view, one of things that I really like from your performance, Master Ajay, is the rhythm that you have, the how you can develop, you know, the technique with that rhythm, from the softness to the strengthness in the right rhythm. So that's from my humble opinion.
Thank you, Master Karuna. Thank you. Appreciate it.
To all the viewers that probably they know you very well, but some of them probably not. Let's talk about a little bit about yourself. When do you start to train in Taekwondo, Master Ajay?
Master Karuna, so I started training Taekwondo like around end of 1991 or 1992. And I started back in India, this beautiful martial art. And so I'm nearly approaching my 30 years in this sport. Yes, so I've done like nearly past 14-15 years in India, and then when I moved to London, I've carried on my passion and like carry on my training here.
Wow, you are part of that, probably one of the biggest clubs in the UK, which is LTA, and you have a very absolutely good players in both way of competing in Taekwondo, in Poomsae and also in Kyorugi. But you have been involved in Kyorugi before to get involved in Poomsae, Master Ajay?
Yes, Master Karuna. So I used to compete in Kyorugi before, and up until like 2007, I was competing in Kyorugi. But then from 2000 onwards, because of injuries or something, I have to stop my Kyorugi side of Taekwondo. And I was more focused in the club teaching also. But my main interest in terms of Poomsae actually started from 2009. And that was due to my coach, Master Piyush Kenger, who was running a branch of London Taekwondo Academy. So I joined his branch in UK, and he was the main inspiration behind me joining the Poomsae side. And at that time, he was a national team player. He was a great Poomsae athlete. So he was my inspiration behind starting my Poomsae career as a professional player.
Wow, absolutely amazing. I mean, most of us, we have one mentor who have been getting into this part of Taekwondo. And since then, you start to compete in a straight away, or just start to, you know, thinking that probably that would be a good idea to get involved in Taekwondo apart from the teaching side?
I mean, when I started in 2009, so I would say yes. In Poomsae performances, I always used to think, okay, that power looks really good when somebody perform a Poomsae, any pattern, and that was like my key area where I was really focusing. But then I feel that where Master Piyush Kenger has really helped me is where the rhythm is, like, you know, how you start the technique, how you finish the technique, how you should be moving on the floor. So I think those small critical parts of Poomsae I have learned through him. And then slowly, because I was part of LTA, I was going to classes like, you know, in West Acton, in our main headquarters, watching Master Yusuf performing technique, Master Saeed performing, and they were at that time in a national team. So when you have people around you who have that sort of experience, who have been competing in European circuit or like in a national circuit, domestic, and they are the champions, then I think your learning becomes easier, because you're learning from the best and you're watching the best, and then I think initial years when I was doing Poomsae, it was more about like trying to copy them, trying to find those small things, what they do and what I'm lacking in my performance, and how I can just, try to replicate that. And I think that has helped me to grow as an athlete. And I think I've like full credit to my technical masters, Master Yusuf, Master Piyush Kenga, Master Saeed Khilwati, like because of whom whatever I achieved is due to their effort, like due to their achievement. So what I've seen in them, I try to replicate and I learn from them.
I think that you have a good replication of them anyway, but also apart from being a good replication for great master, because Master Said and Master Yusuf are amazing. Unfortunately, I don't know your first master personally, but I think that you have a good replication, but also have been able to create your own style. I mean, even though you have learned from them, you have your own style, and in my opinion, I think this is quite important to get your own style when you perform Poomsae. What do you think about that, Master Ajay?
Yes, Master Karuna. I think the point you just mentioned, it's a very important point, because I think every athlete has their own identity. Yes, you learn from your masters and you learn from the best, but at the same time, in your learning curve, you come across many athletes domestically within the country, people like from national team, coaches. They have their own input. You also watch nowadays like we live in a very high-tech world where the videos are easily accessible, whether you're talking about world champions from Korea, you're talking about other champions like from Mexico, Spain, all of the countries. So I mean, there's a lot of resources out there for us to see. And I think while looking at all these resources, gaining information from your own club, gaining information from your coach, I think then you try to find the right fit for yourself, which suits your body, which suits your style, what you need to improve on. And I think that's how you become, you make your individuality within the whole process. And I think that's I've been always focusing on. And yeah, so I think my learning has come from all these different angles. And yes, I'm just keep striving towards making myself better, and just looking at all these things which I'm missing, and how I can incorporate in my performance and make it look like my own performance. Yes,
that's super interesting. The way that you have built up your own style for your performance. From that fantastic weekend that you have at National, what is doing Master Ajay from now forward?
I mean, first of all, the main thing I found the most interesting about that weekend, that was my first gold hat trick in national circuit. So yes, in previously I have achieved 2 gold medals, but this was like 3 category I've participated in, and I got 3 gold medals. So that was an exciting part. But I'm so happy about it. I'm happy and proud like about my team also, how we performed as a team. But I think for me now, the gear has changed. My focus has shifted, so I'm more focusing about now the next competition or next selection for the World Championship, like which is going to be taking place in Korea in 2022. So my main focus shifted to that competition now. So I'm not thinking anymore about what happened in the past, but now what I can do in order to improve myself, to be ready for the selection process for the British team, and then do like perform well in worlds if I get selected. Yes,
I'm sure that you will do a nice work to get there, and all the best.
Thank you, Master Karina.
From here, from my heart, all the best in the period before, and obviously with the outcome that you get from that competition. But actually, to go into the World Championship is not your first time, isn't it?
Yes, Master Karuna. So I competed in 2018 also in World Championship, which took place in Chinese Taipei. So I competed there over 30 years men's team category, and yeah, so that was amazing experience. So I just want to like push hard this time to again make the team for next World Championship and do good. And again, let's see like which category I will be selected in, or like,
There was any difference between Master J before that experience on Taipei and after Taipei?
I personally feel because 2018 championship was my first world championship, so I think in terms of nerves, it was quite high, because I was thinking, oh, this is a massive stage. This is like, first time in my life I'm going to world championship representing Great Britain. So definitely I was feeling like a lot of pressure mentally, but I think this time, yes, still you have that excitement about world championship, but I think this time it will be like the nerves will be calm down, that okay, you belong to this stage, you can perform here, and just like, go there, enjoy the event, and make the most out of it. So I think definitely in terms of experience point of view, I will feel more comfortable compared to 2018. But yes, in terms of like competition level, like, athletes, all your competitors, everybody, I think is improving day by day. As I said, there are a lot of resources for you to check, a lot of videos for you to analyze, like, how your competitors performing, how you're doing. Also, I just want to add that last year and like this year, we have seen a lot of online competitions. All the international referee scores, all the videos are available for you now on YouTube. So you can see that, okay, what kind of a performance international referees are liking, what kind of a score they are giving, and things that you can pick from those videos. And I think that will be really, really helpful for that learning curve. And I feel that for next competition, everybody is going to come like very like highly prepared, well prepared. So I think it's going to be great challenge, but I'm very excited about it. But I think the main shift for me, the main change would be is like I'm gonna feel more confident. But yes, the competition is gonna be tough, so need to get ready.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be tough. In terms of mental preparation, are you doing something related with that? Because as you mentioned, on your first experience in a world championship, it was you have a lot of nervous about the situation itself.
Master Garina, yes, that's true. I do incorporate like a breathing exercises, or like, meditation in my training routine. So like, while we're becoming physically stronger or technically stronger, I try to work on that mental side also. So you feel more focused, and look at like, how you need to perform, think about your performances and how to calm your nerves down. But I would like to share like one very, very personal thing with you here. Not many people know this thing. But with me, whichever competition I go, definitely I whenever I'm going in the mat and I'm feeling like very light in terms of, how I'm going to perform, and like my nerves are really high, the only way I try to calm down myself, thinking like the panel is not sitting in front of me, and is my master is sitting in front of me, and I'm performing in front of my master. As soon as I think about that, and I feel that, okay, I'm in my club, nobody is around me, I'm just performing, my master is sitting in front of me, and I feel that that gives me a lot of confidence, and that makes me feel that, it's a show time, let's go in and just rock it, that's it. And I think that has been the key with me. And every person has their own identity, own individuality, what they do, what factors make them calm and stuff. But that's the one factor which really worked for me, and that's why I've always kind of depend on this strongly. So no matter like how big the stage is, I try to think that way, just to calm myself down, and that has helped me actually massively so far. So definitely that factor will always be there with me. But yes, I'm trying to do like meditation exercises, more breathing exercises, so I can focus more, like what I'm going to perform, and not thinking too much left and right, and just focusing on just performance on myself. Yes.
Okay, thank you for sharing that very private situation about yourself. I think that pretty much all the players have keys. Okay, when I'm before the performance, 20 push-up, and I feel more confident. Oh, yeah, to think that your master is in front of you, feel confident, is your master, and obviously you want to show up the better of yourself. I think it's quite handy, that tip. I think that I'm going to take it for the future. Master Ajay, apart from being a very active Poomsae player, you also are running a club. Is that correct?
That's right, Master Karina. So I've just opened a branch of London Taekwondo Academy. So my branch is called London Taekwondo Alliance. I've recently opened my club in July. So it's like a very newly formed club at the moment. And so I've been just running for like last half year. I'm based in Kingston. So I've opened my club in Kingston. And yeah, so it's like I'm teaching there like kids classes and adult classes, which is going well, and I'm looking to expand it.
That's your little baby. You are focused on overall Taekwondo, or?
Master Karina, I will teach the both side of Taekwondo. It will be sparring. So anybody who's interested in the sparring side of Taekwondo, they will get that kind of a knowledge from my club. And if somebody is interested in Poomsae side of Taekwondo, then they will get that kind of information. So I will try to keep that nice balance of these two, and again try to push athletes for whichever field they would like to choose, or like somebody is trying to do just for the physical fitness, for example, and want to enjoy this beautiful sport. So definitely there will be space for them. There will be space for like family, for example, where parents want to do more bonding with the children, like having that family atmosphere. So definitely there will be that kind of aspect in my club. So I would like to cover all those kind of things in my club. And it's not only from the competitive side of it. I would welcome kids and children like from other areas, for example, like who are special need children. They need a little bit of support, more focus, for example, with more discipline and things like this. Then definitely my club will provide that kind of a side also for those kids, so they can enjoy like doing the martial art, physical activity, socializing within the club, and just having a nice environment, and like feel part of that community, and not feel like, oh, if we would have done like from school, there's no opportunity for us. But so I would like to welcome all those people in my club, so they feel that that it's adding value to their life.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. I mean, there's no, especially with children who have a special need, there's no too many places there they can go, can be involved on that activity, and they have someone who have the time and the willing to help them to improve their physical activity. And also the part of you mentioned to get involved with the family. Why not? You can enjoy this activity as a family, as a whole family. That very, very positive situation.
Thank you, Master Karina. I think for me, the main reason for me to open this club is whatever I have learned in last like 30 years within this sport, the respect, the discipline, and the beauty of this sport, whether you see from the competitive side, whether you see like how it just changes the character of a person. So I feel that this sport has a lot of good things to give to the wider community, and my club will provide that kind of thing to people. And I just want to say that this is a very small contribution from my side to that legacy which I want to leave behind, and I want to give to people through this sport, that happiness, that the confidence, learning that sense of achievement. So those are the things like was the main factors that I thought about starting my own branch of LTA.
Well, if you are a branch of LTA, it is absolutely amazing, because if for people who are not involved in Taekwondo, LTA is one of the biggest clubs in the UK. They are based around London areas, but and they have very good players, as I mentioned, in both sides of Taekwondo, not only in Poomsae, also in Kirugi. So yeah, I think that everybody is interested in. Please try to contact Master Ajay. Then I go left all the information to contact him, and just try Taekwondo. Why not? There's another situation that you have been involved. You have been involved also in the referee side. So you have a whole range of knowledge about Taekwondo. So you only have been involved as a referee in Poomsae, or you also have been involved in Kirugi side, Master Ajay?
At this moment of time, I'm only like involved in the Poomsae referee side, not the Kyrgyz side.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I would like to explore these different areas to grow. And I think as an instructor, as an athlete, these things, these aspects definitely add value to your career, your professional career. So I feel that with having that knowledge, working with the top referees around the country or like internationally, that helps with your knowledge and which you can pass to your students or your academy. So I feel that's been working so good for me so far. I would like to grow further and explore like more international refereeing opportunities, but that's why I'm just taking a baby step towards that ladder and just yes, like looking to see like where it will take me.
Do you think that to get that knowledge, I mean, you are mainly more focused in your career as a Poomsae player, but to have the knowledge, a Poomsae referee, it help you to improve your Poomsae?
I strongly believe that having that refereeing experience and that knowledge definitely helps you as an athlete. Like, I mean, you know, you constantly hearing sitting with the referees that what are the points they're talking about, the points of deduction and things like this, and then you try to incorporate in your performance. Okay, whether I'm not making those mistakes or like, you know, what I can improve just to catch referees' attention. Okay, whether they're looking for more fluidity in your performance, whether they like more power techniques. They talk about like, you know, which techniques are more single motion, which are like more double motion. So things like that definitely help you to improve as an athlete. But on a separate note, I think this information, this knowledge of like how to judge your Poomsae performance, I think help you in your academy, in your classes also. So when you're sharing that knowledge with athletes like who have less experience on the mat, less experience from the competition, I think that plays like a trump card for them, and they you know learn from it so much, and they will always find that there is somebody in our academy who has that knowledge for us to improve, or like, you know, who can share with us so we can make sure that we don't make those kind of mistakes when we go for the competition. So I think it helps the academy as a whole, but also it helps you as an athlete also, yeah, to make you more stronger.
It's not only about you, you are part of community, and your community is your club. So if you can share that knowledge to your club, obviously it's going to give that boost for you as an athlete and also for your club. So that's it's quite important to have a recommendation that you will give to those people who are not 100% sure if they can go into a Poomsae competition.
My personal recommendation would be give it a go. If you're very nervous, you haven't done this before, there's nothing wrong in exploring this side of Taekwondo, as we are all learning every day in every stages of our life. Is I think it's the same thing with Poomsae. So we just need to think like if we are taking again those baby steps and like, you know, learning day by day, enjoying these moments, then one day, like, who knows, like somebody will be world champion who never thought would be a world champion, or like a European champion. So there's nothing wrong in trying. Do try. And if you don't want to perform, for example, have that knowledge, like, you know, go from the referee side or something, try to explore those kind of things from an information point of view, so which definitely helps to you to gain some knowledge in this field. So I mean, there are many benefits, but I feel that once you get a hang of Poomsae, once you start enjoying it, you will see the real beauty of it. Some people say, okay, only the sparring side, you see the knockouts, you see like high kicks, fancy kicks, but I can say very confidently there are Poomsae competitions and performances where you see an athlete and you get the goosebump, like, you know, how he moved this, like how he raised his leg like this, look at the speed, look at the power. So I think the more you get involved, the more you participate in it, the more you enjoy. But again, you just need to have some patience, because techniques, stances, whether like speed, power, everything takes time to develop. So you need to be very patient with yourself, with your performance, and take again baby step and keep learning, keep learning, and you will improve. You will see the result.
Absolutely agree with you, Master J. Baby step And as soon as you get more involved in here, you start to feeling craving for knowledge and, and to improve yourself. And absolutely, all this knowledge take time. There's nothing impossible. I mean, as a master Ajay was mentioned, every day we can learn a little bit more, a little bit more. Master Ajay, for me, it has been always a pleasure to speak with you.
It's a pleasure talking with you. Yeah, it was honestly. Always love your company, whether it's in a competition, in a class, or like, over online. It was always a pleasure.
I really appreciate those words because I know that you do it sincerely with that. And I hope to see you soon and training with you very, very soon.
The only thing I want to say to all the viewers is thank you for watching my interview. But the key thing for success is keep striving, keep working hard on a daily basis. Success may come faster, may come later, but keep working towards it. Have self-belief and keep working hard, because the bottom line is the hard work always beat the talent. So make sure, don't forget working hard, keep doing it on a daily basis, and you will see the result.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Master Karina.
That has been all for today. Thank you, Master Ajay, for sharing this time with us and to give those tips about how control the nerves and how to work in those baby steps up to get a good level of performance. And for you guys, I hope to see you very soon with another important person of Poomsae. See you!